We're supposed to catch it, but something, it runs across here. It leaves that mess right there. I want to catch all the water from going across the sidewalk. Water is not supposed to cross.
It's not just water, it's also juices and cooking oils and...
Well, I don't know about cooking oils.
Well, that's why there's stains all over, because water doesn't stain.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's been pretty smelly around here. So, it's been going on for a long time. So you're just fixing this in order to have another runoff?
No, so the water does not just run across there.
Into the Cheese Bros. So where will it run then?
It goes into the main sewer pipe that goes out to the street right into the gutter.
Oh, right there. And you have a permit for that?
I don't need a permit for that. It's just,
You don't?
It's drainage.
It's just drainage.
It's just drainage.
I'm just curious to find out. Or actually we all are. But well, it's good to see that there's some changes going on. So you don't need a permit to do this at all then?
No, this is already in.
Okay. So it's a sewage
Just regular runoff water.
runoff water.
Runoff water.
Okay. Thanks, Sal.
I would say that with Rosado, the way he does things, I think like this guy who thinks Sal, that guy basically has no regard for the law. He just does whatever he feels like doing, and then you worry about getting a permit later. You worry about.
So right now, he's setting the precedent, so if anybody around here wants to circumvent the law,
See.
we can use that as.
Okay,
as
see,
a guide.
right now,
No,
see,
but sir,
see.
I can say, the case has been brought up, here's a person in my community who's violated the law, who's gone away with it, so there's already a precedent being set.
Yeah.
I can therefore follow his example and do it, and my neighbors can do the same thing.
Right.
Therefore, we're making our own law, because somebody has already been.
Well, nobody makes their own laws. I mean, you can violate the laws.
He's violating.
He's not making his own laws. He's violating laws. I mean.
Inspector. I was born here and lived here for about 12 years and I moved there. My name is Alex Canel. I work for the Department of Building and Safety. I've known about this building I think all my life. It's 15 years.
Fernando Escobar, Councilman Rose, Planning Deputy.
Now you're talking about years. I'm Richard Oliver. I've lived here in this community. I've lived here in this community for. My mother still lives there, and here in Michigan for 40 years. My mother's been here 60 years. She still lives there.
People pass, but nothing ever gets finished. Pull a permit to do maybe a restaurant, maybe to do a store, a lot of different permits. So what I ended up finding out at the end was we had some things that were unique. We had the bottom area. The bottom area used to be a parking area. It was a lower parking area and that's being used for storage. A lot of storage, a lot of stuff in there. The second floor used to be a second level parking. In that area, there was a permit issued around 1972 to convert that to retail. That permit was never final. The biggest item really was the upstairs, the top part where there's all the small restaurants and all the dancing, all the things that were the top floor.
They need a permit to
They
enclose
have-
because it was open, right? It was open.
It would be open, yeah.
And now it's enclosed.
The one thing I have to ask you, I'm hard of hearing, so.
Right.
So we ended up doing that we went through the plans, I visited the building a couple of times, and we requested the task force to go back and look at the building. Because at that time, we knew that it was going to take quite a while before the permit was issued. The permit cannot be issued until the Department of City Planning basically voided all of the conditional use approvals for the parking. All the parking lots that are on Vina, the parking lots that were on Cheeseboro. So basically, the approval for those parking lots was voided. So what the owner needed to do was reapply. They needed to reapply for a conditional use that would cover everything. Okay.
Because our entire argument was that you can't trust the son of a gun. I mean, he'll do anything that will appease you, and once you're appeased, then he goes and does whatever he wants, or doesn't complete what it was that he started.
Right.
That's true.
But now I don't know what conditions they ultimately placed on, because I mean that was a big argument. Is, well, how about if we wrote every condition? You write the conditions. Would that be okay? Well, you know, I said, well, yeah, it would be okay if I didn't have personal experience with it, and somebody that would abide by whatever is there. But past history has not necessarily been that. The past history has been he does the opposite of whatever he's going to say. And when he says he's not going to do something, that's usually what he does. So, but the problem is that, you know, you can't, like they said, I mean, you know, you can't say, on the one hand, you're citing him because of that. Then he comes back, that's really smart, comes back and says, I'm going to correct that, but I need this to correct it. Well, let's just say that, and we mandated him to knock him out or do something. Well, he wants to do, wait. So he wants to know, it's the guy, not them. So what he's done, is that he has this plan. And even with whatever condition you put on it, I don't remember what conditions were on there, and I think there were good conditions if it was to pass. You know, that's still, and we argued, yeah, but you know what, they're great conditions, and I have 15 others that I want to put on there. But we don't even know if he's going to abide by the first ones, more or less the second. And the dilemma of the commission is, well, we can't, this is a land use issue, and we're trying to correct the blight that he's created. And that's how it passed down. I know they probably put conditions and everything else, but that's the dilemma. So what he's got and what he's applied for, it deals with what is basically a parking lot now. And he's got to replace that parking somewhere, and then on top of that, whatever is going to be needed in place of where the parking's at, that's going to be on top of it. Does he have enough property to do that? I don't know.
In October of 1998, the entire Los Angeles City Council voted unanimously to deny the zone change application to expand El Mercado. The reason the council denied the zone change is because of bad business practices, non-compliance, and violations of local, state, and federal laws. A week prior to the hearing and the day of the Planned and Land Use Management Committee hearing, El Mercado was busted for the largest illegal pharmaceutical drug bust in the city of Los Angeles. Councilman Richard Alatorre was not present at the time the entire Los Angeles City Council voted to deny the zone change. Before leaving office in June of 1999, Councilman Richard Alatorre reintroduced the zone change application again to City Council to expand El Mercado and to support the owner, Pedro Rosado, a political campaign supporter and contributor. The residents who live within a 500-foot radius were neither informed nor notified of the Los Angeles City Council hearing. The next councilman, Nick Pacheco, also protected the owner of El Mercado because of political and business reasons. In year 2003, it's business as usual at El Mercado. It will be interesting to find out how the new councilman, Antonio Villalgosa, will respond to dealing with lawbreakers. Remember, all citizens, residents, and business owners of the City of Los Angeles must comply with all local, state, and federal codes, rules, and regulations, except for one business neighbor who is exempt from all laws.